Hi everyone, it's Bev DeBono with Tuesday's Tip. Today I have a really quick border with a trick to show you how you can make these two borders just using 1-inch strips. And you also want your border maker cartridge, one that does not separate from the punch after you punch it out. This one I used the Rolling Sailboat one, and on this one I used the Home Sweet Home. You can use any one that does not separate. So let's get started. You want to start by getting 1-inch strips. So this is a great way to use up a lot of your scraps. And I need 12 1-inch by 4-inch strips. So some of these have already been cut for me. And I want to do 1-inch by 4-inch, and I need 12 of these all together. Actually, I'm going to put it on this side because I have better control of the paper when I do it on that angle. So you need 12 of these all together. I'm going to repeat this one that I just did here. And once you get them, just line them up and see how you like the patterns, how you like them against each other. These are all just scraps that I had lying around from several different papers. Use this one. And first I'm going to make that 4 inches and then 1 inch and 1 inch. There we go. And like I said, you just need 12 of these. And kind of line them up so that you can see how you like the way that the patterns look next to each other. And sometimes you can use, these are some mats that I have, and I thought that they would actually work really well for these because sometimes the colors in the mats are a little different from the ones that are in the paper packs. So it's always good to have a choice like that, and I end up using a lot of my mats because of that. So we need 12 of these all together. So we're looking for 1-inch by 4-inch, and we need 12 of these all together. And oh, I got a 1-inch strip here, I believe. Yep, it's already 1 inch, so I'm going to cut that to 4. Great way to use up your scraps. And a lot of times we end up with 1-inch strips and we're not always sure what to do with them. But you can make 2 borders just out of these 1-inch by 4-inch strips. Okay, so once you have your 12 of them, then you want a 4-inch by 12-inch strip of paper. This is a really great time to use some of these cover sheets that are on your paper packs because we are going to be actually covering this whole thing with your strips. So the fastest way to do this is really to take your repositionable tape, and I just have gone all the way from top to bottom and put several layers of tape because we are going to be cutting these. So I want to make sure, and this is much faster than putting tape on every individual strip. And once you have enough tape, then just start laying your patterns on your 1-inch pieces on your 4-inch by 12-inch strips. So once you like the pattern that you've created, then go ahead and do this. So I have found that the patterns that work better are ones that are brighter colors, not a lot of stripes, or anything with a direction. That's a little harder to use on these for this type of a design. And don't worry if it's sticking out just a little bit on your edges. That's fine, because once we use the Border Maker cartridge, it is going to be just fine. See, like that one is sticking out. I may have to cut that one a little bit. I probably cut it at 4 1/4 because I was talking. No worries. And I'm just going to finish this off. Okay, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clip that bigger one that was in the way. And maybe I'll clip this little section off here. Okay, so now that you have that done, what you want to do is get your Border Maker cartridge. And like I said, you want one that does not separate after you punch it out. You want one that stays firmly on the paper. So this one happens to do that. There are a lot of other ones that do, but I am just going to show you this one really quick. So you insert and you're going to punch on both sides of your 4-inch strip. Both sides of your 4-inch strip. So just put it in your Border Maker system and punch all the way down. You need 2 complete borders. Okay, and this is what I mean by making sure that it doesn't come apart from where you're punching it, so that it stays attached. All right, and now turn it to the other side and do the same thing. Open your paper guide, put your paper all the way to the end of your paper guide, close the magnetic strip. Oops, you want to clear out your punch. Had a few punches in there. Okay, and then start punching again on the other side. A very fast border to do, and one that uses your scraps. Now, this original idea came from the Creative Memories blog. So you can sign up to get blog posts from the Creative Memories website. It's a really great way to get some cool ideas. All right, and now you have your piece that kind of looks like this. But we're going to put that now in our Wavy Trimmer. So this is our third tool that we're going to use. And the Wavy Trimmer has 2 edges. It has this slight wave to it, which is called the swell edge, and it has this very wavy one. We're going to use the slight wave. And this trimmer is actually 12.5 inches long. And so what I want to do is just put my paper down one whole section here that's on the trimmer, one little square down, and center it between one square down from the top and one square up from the bottom. And I'm going to use my tool as my measuring. It makes it so much faster when you scrapbook that way. So I'm going to center it one square down from the top, one square up from the bottom, and put the tip of your Border Maker right here at the end of the trimmer. And put the arm down, and now press very hard because you are going through 2 layers. Okay, and that's one border. And now turn it around And do the same thing on the other side. One square down from the top, one square up from the bottom, and right along the edge of your tool itself. And this way you know that they're both going to be even. And now we have that cute piece, this hourglass piece. And all we're going to do is we're going to take that and cut that in half. And I measured this and it's a little less than 2 inches. So what I'm going to do is just center it between the two 1-inch cut lines on my trimmer. The two 1-inch cut lines on my trimmer. And make sure it's centered, and you can see it all the way up at the top. It's centered between the two 1-inch cut lines on the trimmer. And then do the same thing on the bottom. And once you have that centered, then we are going to just cut that right in half. And now you have your two pieces. For the base, I'm going to use a coordinating paper, and we're going to cut this at 2 3/4, and we need 2 of those. So put it at the 2 3/4 cut line. That's 2 3/4, and you need that twice. And then the base behind that is going to be 3 1/4. So let's put, let's cut 2 3 1/4. And very fast and easy border here. 3 1/4 and 3 1/4. And we're ready to assemble our border. So we'll take the 2 3 1/4. And then we'll put the smaller ones on top, and we'll center that right in the middle. And then we'll put our borders that we cut right on top of that. So you just want to coordinate your colors. And as I said, I really felt that with the colors, with them being more vibrant colors, that they tended to work a little better than softer colors, and also not any that have patterns on them. I find that that works better. So how fun is that? What a quick and easy border to do. And this can go across 2 pages. Or you can put one at the top of one page and one at the bottom of another page. And it is just so fun and easy to do. You can continue to create this border over and over, and it looks different each time. Add a title. I'm going to put Time for an Adventure. You can add a title, and that becomes a great piece on your page. So I hope you liked Tuesday's tip. Tell me which one you liked better. I have the sailboat. I also have a autumn houses. And remember, these are 2 borders, so they're going to go across 2 pages. If you put them like this, it's a little too much on a page. You don't have room for a photo. But putting these across 2 pages would work really, really well. So I have sailboats, I have autumn houses, and I have school days. So tell me which one you like best, and I hope you enjoyed my Tuesday tip and that you tune in again next week. In the meantime, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bev DeBono Designs, where I have many videos, and I hope you enjoy them. Bye-bye.